Okay, you are now going on to the next section of this first part we are creating. So the tutorial is telling us to go to the fillet. So the feature fillet is where you want to go. Don't worry about trimetric, and go to the radius of 2. So here's your radius now, 10. We make it 2 millimeters, and we accept. After we select the two top bases, the top base rather, and the side base, just as you see here, it's green on the top. Ours is blue on my program and green on the side, and then we select check. The next step is on the next page, in which you extrude the base. You select the top face right here of the base. You click and make sure you're on top, and then we go to the line. Here it's saying the fly out, which is the drop down that you may know it by, center line. And here it tells you the center line acts as a construction line for the next circle. It's going to keep it center of the circle and make it vertical with respect to the origin. So what we're going to do in step number 5 here is we're going to go to the pointer and click the start center line. Move the mouse and start the center line. And we're going to take it to 44.4. This time we're just going to go ahead and get as close as we possibly can. Select vertical, so it's vertical alignment. You see this green shows that you truly have a vertical association. Next, we turn the page and we are going to select circle. We put the tip here of the pencil, and we're going to start our circle, let go, and select accept and turn the page. The Smart Dimension tool is going to drag the circumference of the circle. We're going to double click, and at this point we put 27. The unit is millimeter. We accept our measurement and accept that we have done it correctly. Next, we want to go into the modify box. So go select your Smart Dimension and your line, drag it, click it again. Your wheel comes about. We're changing that back to 35, the units. Snap that circle right to the edge where you will need it. We turn the page and we now follow the exit sketch. The property manager says that the depth needs to be 30. So we can just backspace the one to 30 millimeters. And we accept. You can go to the trimetric view to see your 3-dimension version at this point. We go on to the next step. On the next page, we do the extrude cut. We are going to make a circle, and we go on top, select circle, go from the center, and we're going to draw, lift up. Oops, now we see I'm going to have to start over. So I select circle in the center, begin to draw, and only move without clicking with my left hand so I don't mess it up, and accept. So we've begun the circle, we accepted it. Now we go to the Smart Dimension tool on the circle we just took, click it, let go, double click again, and our measurement is 15 millimeters. At this point, we accept it, we hard right or accept it, and we go on to the next page. Here we exit the sketch function, the property manager of cut extrude comes up, and because we want that 15 millimeters to go all the way through, see it went all the way through, we accept our cut. Give it a second and don't rush it. Wait for it to then turn solid gray. Now we are going to this drop down box for the hidden line visible. Wait for it to come so you know you're in the right spot. Now we already set the radius to 2 millimeters, and we are to select the 4 items that will allow us to do the next step. So let's pull the instructions down so you know. So we're selecting the bottom, the 2 top. I've got the first top, the second top. Then I want the back and the front. Making sure that we have each of the edges. Okay. Double check our fillet. We're going to that. We're going to the outer, the bottom circle. And then we accept our fillet. And we go back to the standard shade on our toolbar. Now we're going to create the circular pattern. So at this point, we view. You may have an arrow here, so click it so you can get to view. And under view, the temporary axis, we are going to go to the very center of the part, so that when we go to the circular pattern, it's going to be able to rotate on the very center axis of the whole part. So we go over and select circular pattern. Make sure it's 3 because it's going to repeat, 6, repeating 6 at equal distance. Now, on the features pattern, you will need to click this plus sign so you can see all of the work that you have done. And in the feature pattern, you're going to select the fillet cut. 2. Now, and then we hit accept. Wait for it. And we have our 6 parts. Then we add the last fillet. So we're going to turn off our temporary axis. We no longer need that. We go to view, temporary axis. That is now off. And we are going to go to fillet. And what we're going to do is select one edge on the outside ring and one edge on the inside ring. And now we have added our 2 millimeter fillet. And we accept it. Wait for it. Now, you'll notice that we added these 2 fillets on the top circle in our previous. So we're going to select our fillet on these remaining and accept. Wait for it, and we have one left to do. So we're going to go right here on the edge, accept it, and now we have everything matching. Our 2mm fillet is all organized. We save, and the standard part is complete. So go to File, Save As, Pressure Plate, and you can type End, and you're ready for the next day's instruction to do our drawings. So at this point, we are finished.